When I was a kid, before we moved to Dallas, we lived in a house in Houston with a huge backyard. It made me feel super popular whenever we thought about playing games or sports outside. Our backyard was the go-to spot because it was 2 acres big and surrounded by woods on 3 sides. We had lots of trees, a trampoline, a hot tub, a big 3-car garage, and an above-ground pool. It was like having everything you'd want in a backyard, even though we lived in a regular neighborhood. We had enough open space for soccer, baseball, football, or any sports we liked. We also played games like hide and seek, tag, and manhunt. That's what we called it. It was a great place to have fun. Back in 7th grade, on a Friday, my buddies and I had this cool idea to camp out in my backyard. It was me, Matthew, Andrew, and Jack. Of course, we had to ask our parents for permission, but being a Friday, our parents didn't really have a reason to say no. Lucky for us, my family had loads of camping gear, including 2 tents, that once our parents gave the green light. In the backyard, we had a bunch of soccer nets, and we played 2-on-2 soccer for about an hour. After that, we switched to baseball for another hour. After taking a short break to recharge, my parents ordered food for all of us, and we had our dinner around 7. As the sun started to set, it was time to set up the tents before it got too dark. Thanks to my experience as a Boy Scout, I was pretty good at setting up tents. My friends pitched in a bit, but I took charge of most of the work. By the time we finished, it was getting quite dark, but the backyard lights were on, casting a pleasant glow. As the night got really dark, we decided to play our favorite game, manhunt, in the backyard. The backyard had so many hiding spots, and we played in pairs. Matthew and I were the ones hiding first, while Andrew and Jack were the hunters. Our mission was to reach the back door, which was our home base, without camping near it. The trampoline was in the far corner, close to the woods, and I decided to hide on the trampoline, waiting and watching them from a distance. My plan was to move closer to the back door when the time was right. I aimed for the hot tub next to the house as my hiding spot. I thought if I could hide behind it, I could make a quick dash straight to the back door. I sprinted towards the hot tub. Just as I got behind it, I heard a noise near the trash bins, and the motion detecting light on the side of the house turned on. It wasn't triggered by the hot tub, but when I peeked around the corner, I saw a tall person in dark clothes walking quickly toward the woods. It wasn't my dad. I immediately called off the game and informed my friends about the mysterious person. We went to my dad, who joined us in searching the woods and checking the street for any strange cars. We found nothing. My dad decided we should sleep inside for the night, which disappointed us. We went indoors and ended up playing a game on my PlayStation. I told my friends about this tall guy I saw. We thought about sleeping in the tents outside since they were already set up. Plus, what were the chances the guy was still there hours later? After we finished our game, we went outside quietly so as not to wake my dad. We weren't trying to hide it, just keeping it low-key. We each had a sleeping bag. Matthew and I shared one tent, while Andrew and Jack shared the other. We joked and yelled between tents for a bit, but then we quieted down to try to sleep. I wasn't asleep yet, but it seemed like Matthew was. I heard footsteps in the grass near our tent, and they were getting closer. Suddenly, the tent zipper opened, and I looked up thinking it was my dad. But it wasn't. It was a stranger, about my dad's age. I screamed, waking everyone up. The man tried to quiet us down, but when he realized he was caught, he left. I told my friends to run inside, and my dad, responding to our screams, came out. He yelled around the yard, challenging the man to come back. We heard it from inside. My mom called the police, and when the officer arrived, I explained what happened. He made a report and left. Having a police report was good, so they'd be aware of the creepy guy. I don't know if he came back, but it was a scary experience. What are your thoughts about this story? I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out one of these videos. See you next time around. Take care.